I interviewed my grandmother, Linda Mabrey, on the important events in her life. My grandmother was born on February 25th, 1944. Before answering my questions, my grandmother told me this. This is a hard question to answer. At my age, I have lived through a lot of good and bad times, and all have made me who I am. Her first event was her mother dying when she was only 7 years old. She said she had to grow up fast. She said she had to remember her mother's love for her as well as her strength and Christian example. She felt her example was the person she should become and knew that the Lord would be with her. She relied on the Lord to get her through the hardships of the years that followed. She said she was blessed to be raised in a Christian home full of love, and she feels that this was the greatest gift her parents could give her in those 7 years. Because of this, she has always felt like the first 7 years of your life form whom you become. This also impacts my life because the strong Christian woman she became impacted the faith I have. She raised my father in a house full of faith, and in turn, he raised me that way. I look up to my grandmother's faith and hope to one day be like her. The second event in her life was, in her words, meeting and marrying her Prince Charming, my grandfather. They met in high school and got married in college. She had her firstborn, my uncle, while they were still in college. She wanted a loving and Christian home to raise her children and grandchildren in. She says the Lord had blessed her with a loving family, and it was what her parents would have wanted for her. She said the love her and my grandpa share and the unselfishness of their relationship has made her into the wife, mother, and grandmother she is. The strong relationship my grandparents have has strongly impacted my family life. I have a close relationship with all my family, and they are the first people I turn to. They have set the model of what a Christian marriage should look like. I only hope one day I can have a marriage as strong as theirs. The last piece of knowledge my grandmother shared with me after her interview was this. There are so many things that shape your life. You never stop learning and growing from your experiences.